Hey, Dr. Shakib here from Irvine Spine and Wellness Center, your Irvine Chiropractic Clinic. This video has to do with your standing up, seated desk, what you need to know and what you need to avoid doing, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Let's talk about standing up seated desks, which is thankfully more popular these days than ever before. And what I'm seeing is right across the board, people are sitting, forgetting they're at the standing up seated desk. And then the second thing that they do is they stand up and they forget to sit. So what are the rules of standing up seated desks? Very simple. Every hour, and no, you don't look at your watch, you don't hope you're gonna remember, you actually set a timer that goes off. Yes, it's easy to ignore the timer, so it's a matter of should you do that or not. The answer is not. So what you want to do is you want to set the timer, stand up at your desk, and the whole rules for standing up is the same as sitting, meaning the middle of your monitor needs to be at your eye level, slightly above. Increase the font size so you're not leaning forward. The other thing is, as you're typing, your wrist and your elbows are at the same level. So you're not typing down here or typing up there. You could use your laptop. This is the same principle. Your laptop needs to be higher up. Of course, when you have your laptop, you're typing here, which means now you need to have a Bluetooth or a wired, it doesn't matter, it doesn't need to be a wireless keyboard and a mouse. It's a little investment that goes a long way. So middle of your monitor is at your eye level, slightly above. You're looking straight at it. You're typing with your wrist and your ankle, that would be funny, your wrist and your elbows being at the same level. Need to make sure you've got wiggle room for your elbows. A lot of times we're squeezing them in to accommodate, or maybe the keyboard is too small, so you're doing too much of this, which forces your elbows by you. That creates a lot of issues with your scapula, your shoulder blades, and your rhomboid, which is right here, starts getting weak because it can't keep the scapula or your shoulder blades midline. So be careful with these subtle things you can do throughout the day. Imagine how many hours a day and how many days a week you're doing that. So then the next hour, all you're doing is you're bringing the whole setup down at a predetermined setup for your seated. So you're not changing constantly and reevaluating your ergonomics. You already know what level your chair needs to be, what level everything else is. Actually, the surface of the desk is going up and down, so you're not changing any of that. When it comes to seated position, you want to make sure your feet are flat on the floor. If you're too short and your feet are not flat on the floor, use a couple of books or boxes or something, a stool, it's very cheap on Amazon, that you can bring your feet up higher so your knee is at your hip level or slightly above that. By doing that, you're really keeping the curvature in your lumbar spine at a reasonable curve, so you're not overarching your back or collapsing into that with the rib cage. And then the next hour you get up and stand up. My suggestion, especially for guys, because you guys sit on your butt just like we women do, only you've got a prostate that you're compressing too. My suggestion is when you're sitting and you're about to get up, go for a walk, drink some water, go to the bathroom, do your little tuck under as you're washing your hands, and you better be washing your hands, and then you go sit at your desk. So that's essentially what my suggestion is. It's very easy to skip little things because, it's not worth it or whatever, but it adds up. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and share this video with other people, and make sure you shoot me an email with any questions you have, or any comments you have. If you put it at the bottom of this video, I'll make sure to answer. Take care.